Hello, hello. Just give me a second to get the game up and running because it's so old. Doesn't like to work with Streamlabs very well. How are you, Asti? How are you, Colstein? How are you, Fat Viking? Welcome to the stream. Okay, cool. There. New game. Oh shit! Yeah, loud. Oh god. How are you doing, Vico? I am scared. I have no idea what this is going to be like. For the most batshit adventure game of all time. Oh no. Volume warning, by the way. I have no idea how loud this will be. I've not even heard of House of Tales Entertainment. Bit sleepy, might not too long, unfortunately. Try my best. Like, you go rest if you want. Look at that bit rate of the video, though. Some crispy graphics. What year did this game come out in, again? Last century? I mean, technically, yes. It just spawned out of the ether. It was summoned by druids. Oh hey, are they going to, not sacrifice those babies? The druids do be summoning. (2001) This seems way earlier than 2001. Oh, he has a magic rod. Why do those babies have adult faces? Okay, that explained absolutely nothing. Is this how the Emperor of Mankind was born? Again, this is the mystery of the Druids.
That's why I say you're a blockhead, Lowry. How could you let such a thing happen? The man was innocent.
Oh god.
Hello there.
What do you think the press
Toxie, how are you? Welcome to whatever this is.
Now get out of here! Get the hell out of my sight!
That voice acting, though.
And if I have any more trouble with you,
You'll be dishing out parking tickets before long. That's a promise, Lowry.
This is Mystery of the Druids. I have no idea.
Oh, and here's my good friend Halligan. Another one of the invaluable detectives of our glorious murder squad. Don't just stand there gaping. Come in.
Halligan. My god, there is zero
I'm glad you could make it.
lighting effects in this.
After all, you're a busy man, aren't you? Now look here, Detective Halligan. I've got used to being surrounded by a bunch of incompetent, half-baked blockheads. But your smart, well-dressed colleague Lowry has just earned himself the golden badge of stupidity.
Not loud smoking doors.
Halligan, we've got a bit of a problem.
Exceptionally British.
We've had an innocent man locked up in jail. Regrettably, he was killed in prison before we could correct our mistake. Unfortunate affair. And now we've got this lunatic killer running around all over London. We have to make sure that at least this oversight is put right. Your clear-up rate so far ought to be sufficient evidence that there's no point in asking you to clear up anything more than a common bicycle theft. But this does happen to be the murder squad. I am the chief of this department. All I have for choice is that blockhead Lowry and you.
The emotion.
Okay, Chief. What do you want me to do?
Where did Lowry... Oh god. This is so... This is like just after PlayStation 1. Pre-rendered, of course.
Where did Lowry go wrong?
Your dear colleague Lowry dealt with the skeleton murders last year. You should know that, Halligan. Lowry worked on the case for several months and finally managed to pull a culprit out of the hat. A butcher from South London. A married man with kids. They gave him a life sentence. He was in jail till 3 weeks ago.
How's the audio? Do you need me to turn anything up or turn anything down? Audio's good, but the music is very loud. Oh, it's one of those things you can't drag it, you have to click where you want it. How's that? Voice up slightly and music lower. Voice up. Music a bit lower. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Pulled out of the hat, you say? So the butcher didn't do it after all?
Oh, you're a genius, Halligan. He didn't do it. We found that out today.
You didn't? How could he be
Didn't do
convicted
it.
then?
How could he be convicted then?
Detective Lowry imaginatively constructed an impressive chain of evidence, and the court followed his arguments in detail. The public wanted somebody to blame, and they found somebody. That's life.
Well, all right, these things happen.
These
How
things
do you
just
know that
happen.
the man Lowry arrested didn't commit the murders?
Very simple. Dead people don't go around committing more murders.
Well, it could be a copycat.
There's been another murder.
Exactly, Halligan. A pile of bones has been found in Epping Forest. Supposedly a male corpse. We don't know any more than that. I presume we both agree
It looks
that
like his
can't have been Lowry's
geometry is
plan, eh?
morphing.
Oh, of course.
You see, I've just managed to get that into Lowry's head as well. You heard it? Lowry's off the case. Halligan, you drive out to Epping Forest and take a look at the evidence.
Of course, sir.
And Halligan, no sloppiness now. I want results. Sensible results. The press has already been terrorizing me this morning. The killer must be found. Do I make myself clear?
Of course, Chief.
Good. This is the file with all the necessary information, and now you'd better get going quickly.
Okay, so mouse down is it for
I
me.
can't do that. My case file. I should... That
I
not
want
a good
to-
idea.
Okay, so move the mouse out and right click to get rid of it. Let's talk to him. Okay. Where did Larry go wrong?
Your dear colleague Lowry dealt with the skeleton murders
Oh,
last
I
year.
already talked about
You
that?
should know that, Halligan. Lowry worked on the case for several months.
Yeah.
Married man. They gave him...
What do you mean, until 3 weeks ago? Did they let him go?
In
Yeah,
a
you exalt
way,
the dialogue,
yes.
okay.
They let him go in a coffin. He was stabbed by a fellow inmate.
Then the...
You see, I got a phone call.
There's been... Oh,
You see,
Okay.
Halligan,
of course.
and I want the... Do
Of
So, I guess this is interesting. Oh god, it's such PlayStation 1 moves. God,
That's Jack Terrence. Very nasty. He's wanted for 12 murders. These 3 charming guys are wanted for a robbery at Sotheby's. I don't know this one. Some gangster or other. I don't know this one. Some gangster or other. A confiscated murder weapon.
he sounds so utterly upper class British.
Confiscated murder. I don't know this one. I don't know this one. I don't know. A confiscate. I've no idea who that might be. I may have seen the face in the papers sometime. A confiscated. A wanted person's note.
Fun fact, the devs are German.
Chief's shelves are definitely tidier than mine. All our files are stored in there. I'd better not. These files are secret. The duty roster. A real American water dispenser. All our files are stored in there.
Car Shark. When you were a detective, but you're also posh. Ah, yes, posh detective. It's like Jesse Cox and the Scary Game Squad, the priest cop from Faith. How are you doing, Carl? How are you? Are you well?
These are the chairs for visitors.
Visitors. Oh, visitors. Do I?
One copy of the file is enough for me.
Alright, fine then. What the fuck? Fucking what? Excuse me, what?
A rubbish bin.
Okay, what's in here? Oh, it's the lab. Fucking weirdest fucking thing fucking ever.
A bottle with some sort of chemical.
It says the
Bottle
chemical
is full
on
of
it.
dust and fingerprint.
I guess nothing for me to use there right now. That's a fume hood. Solve cases of the clients need to have at least on the account. Oh, that's Phoenix Wright.
Something is just being distilled there. A flask.
A flask. Who the hell are you?
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Halligan.
There's work for you.
There's always work for me, Halligan. And right now, I've got enough work not to be disturbed again and again.
Interesting. Have you heard of the new
Have you heard
skeleton
of
murder?
the new skeleton murder?
Not only heard, I've already been out to where the body was found, together with the forensic squad.
And? What did you find out?
Not a lot. The killer did a neat job. No traces, no witnesses. This madman doesn't seem to be so stupid at all.
Is the terrain still secured?
Yes, we left an officer there. For the onlookers. I hope there won't be such a crowd of people in the forest this time. People are just like vultures when there's something to be seen.
So then the after hours liquor.
Who might do something like that? What do you think?
No idea. It's your job to find that out, isn't it?
Why is everyone an asshole?
I'll just drive out there and have a look at it.
Just you do that, Brent.
Okay, Chris.
He-
See you later on.
Fucking the chief's an asshole. He's an asshole. Is everyone here just an asshole? I'm surrounded by assholes. Okay, can go this way. Branding.
I've got no money for that.
You fucking what? For Arthur Conan Doyle.
Hello, Mr. Doyle.
Richard Brent Halligan. This is my room. Fucking clean up your fucking
Smoking
place.
will be the death of me. This
You're
is
fucking-
my collection of case files. Al's Pizza Palace makes the best pizza in
Pizza.
the whole of London.
Pizza.
This is
Pizza.
my collection of case files.
It's so aggressively British.
My spare coat. I'll take it with me. Maybe I'll give it back to Miss Browning today.
It's a bit out of date
I'm
nowadays.
determined to give up smoking. Leave those alone.
Yeah, it is a bit dated. Crop circles, open skies, closed minds. So he's a bit of a conspiracy nut, I'm
I
guessing.
didn't like that book very much. I wanted to give it to Stryker, but he doesn't read. I can find my way without a map. I know my way around well enough.
Fucking clean up your
Chief
fucking
Inspector
room.
Miller will get this file early enough. The results of the investigation in my last case. Conclusion? The offender could not be determined.
The pizza sounded quite German. Al's Pizza Place? I don't know what you mean by a
Outside,
pizza
you can see the
place.
Thames.
Clearly, he bought pizza, not pizza. Don't know which room's which. Say film? Yeah, film. Gonna set myself up right.
A monitor.
VR? Yeah, VR. What's wrong with that? VR. Why is it?
I don't know how to use the printer.
Epson, of course. The branding had to be in there. Sounds like a Quarian name. VR Jador.
It's always handy having one of these tucked away. We ran out not so long ago, and there was a big commotion on this floor.
What is
That's
it?
a form for stationery procurement. Without that, you don't get anything at Scotland Yard.
Okay. Say virtual realitat. Virtual realitat. I don't know.
Hello, Janet.
Hello, Brent.
That's a human being?
Have you heard? The chief has handed Lowry's case over to me. The skeleton murders.
Yes, and there was no way that I could have missed the conversation between the chief and Lowry.
Have we got a file about that?
As far as I can see, you've already got the file, Brent.
Do you fucking X-ray vision, you fucking bimch? Please exhaust your dialogue.
What? Yes, of course I've got the file. But you know that Larry and Stryker have been working on this case. The file contains a load of ridiculous nonsense, you know that. I need the terminal.
Remember the official channels, Brent. Get the necessary forms and then we'll talk again.
Damn bureaucracy. I need to make an inquiry, Janet, right now.
If you start shouting at me, I shall see the chief before you can count to 3. Do you understand? And now leave here, please. Come back when you've got the necessary forms. Here, take this sheet.
Action hero.
Signed.
Getting through the bureaucracy. You have quite the stiff neck if you exhaust the dialogue.
I need a signature? Whose signature?
Oh my God, Brent. Don't pretend to be more stupid than you are.
So I won't get anywhere without it then.
Exactly, Brent. Rules are rules.
Good. See you later then.
Take your time, Brent.
Such a fucking bimch. Please talk to her more.
Hello, Janet.
Bring her the pizza burger. Good hit on her.
It's me again.
I can see that. What is it? Have you forgotten something again?
Snickers.
Well, actually no. I just thought I'd drop in.
Just do me a favor, Brent. And don't keep me from doing my work all the time.
Okay. What the fuck's this room? You, Mr. fucking purple fucking shirt and purple fucking trousers, fucking car, fucking calendar and posters up in your fucking room.
This is Lowry's world. Cars, cars, cars.
Stop saying pizza, it's triggering me. He's floating? Yeah, he is. Look at that man.
Hello, Lowry.
Oh no, not
The issue with
Halligan.
pre-rendered
You're all I
backgrounds.
need at the moment.
That's a nice suit you're wearing.
Don't humour me, Halligan. You don't know a thing about suits. A blind man would know from 100 yards away that you bought your stuff at Woolworths. What do you want?
Fucking dickhead.
Just a quick question, Lowry. Have you seen my wallet?
Your wallet? You've got a nerve. I haven't really had a very pleasant day so far, as you might have noticed. Why would I worry about your bloody wallet?
Larry, could you just give me a sensible answer?
Why is
I'm
everyone...
looking for my wallet.
So what? Do you think I've got it? Why don't you just go and clear up your oh-so-tidy office? Maybe
Why
you'll
is
find
the
some of those
subtitles
things
different?
you allegedly just wanted to borrow for a while.
Let's not argue, Lowry. I need some information from you about the last investigations.
You've got the file, Halligan. I suppose you can read. And now scram!
Lowry, I've read your file. There's just nonsense in it.
Do you know what I think, Halligan? I think I don't need to tolerate a detective in a £20 suit walking past my door criticising the quality of my work.
If my suit was more expensive, would that make your file any better?
Very witty, Detective. Yes, really very witty. Tell me, haven't you got anything better to do than crack jokes?
Thank you for being so very friendly, Lowry. Enjoy your spare time.
Just clear off, Halligan.
Everyone's a dickhole. I think Halligan's the guy who eats the stuff of others in the company fridge. I mean, that's a distinct possibility. Oh, my wallet is probably in my office. But where is... Do I do it like this?
I need information from the central database. It's about the skeleton murders. But Janet says she needs a signed 223. I've got it with me.
You've got it with you? How nice for you. And do you know something, Halligan? I will not sign it. What do you say to that?
Why not, Chief?
You don't need the database. You've got the file. Make the most of it.
How do you expect me to conduct
let's just fucking
investigations
push back against
if you
this.
won't allow me to use the database, Chief?
You'll have to get up off your backside and do your own work, Halligan. I feel much more comfortable knowing that you and Lowry can't get up to any more nonsense with the confidential data stored in our database.
Of course, Chief. Thanks a lot.
Don't get stroppy, Halligan.
Fucking... So, can I just, burn the place down? Is that something I can do? I'd love to do that. This is my office. I'd look at my wallet. Or my wallet might be in here. Wait, what even
The
is
green
this?
scarf. It's Janet's.
Oh, I'll have to give Janet back her, scarf, I'm guessing.
That one is wet. Anyway, I'm already wearing a coat.
Back to Janet, I
It
guess.
doesn't work like that. You don't hear anything, and nothing happens either. I never use the receiver. That thing is just too heavy. Using the loudspeaker is much more comfortable.
Really? You fucking lazy piece of...
I never use the
Interesting.
receiver.
Where could my wallet be? Maybe she has my wallet?
I won't find anything I could make use of now in there. I won't find anything I could make use of now in there. Chief Inspector Miller will get this file early. I won't find anything I could make use of now in there.
Is there actually, like, nothing here?
We'll see if that's true. Good to know that there are intelligent life forms.
Anything there?
Unfortunately, there's no pizza in there anymore.
Pizza!
That
Just
one is
triggering,
wet.
just triggering calls
Anyway,
by
I'm
saying
already wearing a
pizza.
coat.
Where's Janet? Oh, double click lets me run. Very Silent Hill-like. His running animation's so funny.
Think first, Brent. Looks like that won't work. The green scarf. It's Janet. Hello, Janet. What about my database inquiry now?
I don't like
Good
to
Vince
repeat
Angelina.
myself, Brent. Have you not been listening?
Yes, of course I have.
Well, then you know it all, don't you?
Sure.
In that case, see you later, Brent.
Good. See you later then.
Take your time, Brent.
Fucking... Okay. Just fucking run. Would you like a
You
hint?
actually only use it in case of fire.
Do I just leave the office? Fucking stopped his car to get the fucking map out. Ah, so that's how you do it. Alrighty then. Hello, scary Mr. PS1 policeman.
Good morning, officer.
Good morning, Detective. I hope you've had a good breakfast. The sight over there is not very appetizing.
Has the forensic squad already
I
been
know,
here?
officer. I can imagine a better sight as well. Has the forensic squad already been here?
Yes, just this morning, after the phone call.
Who reported?
the discovery?
A jogger.
Has he been interviewed?
Has he been interviewed?
Well, he's in hospital for the time being. The shock, you know. We could hardly even take down his particulars.
Why was that?
Music.
He had to throw up several times, sir.
Oh, I understand.
Is the music going to be too loud again?
Could he have left the bones here?
It's not impossible, but I don't really believe it. He's a tourist and only arrived in London last night. I suppose he came here by accident.
He's a tourist? Since when do tourists jog at 5:30 in the morning? Is he on a fitness trip?
Sir, he told us he was a decathlete. It's his job.
I need to do something. 1 second, sorry. Okay, back now. Sorry about that. Yes, so this resolution is a crisp 640 by 480. The screen just reminded me.
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Anytime, sir.
Kara Shark, thank you very much for the follow. It is definitely appreciated. 640 by 480 is the prime resolution. As you can see, this person fell in this position.
There's hardly any flesh on the bone. Unbelievable. The skull of the corpse.
A lot of scrapes on
The
it.
skull of the corpse. There's hardly any flesh on the bone. There's hardly any flesh on the bone. There's hardly any flesh on the bone. There's hardly any flesh. There's hardly... Strange. The grass next to the bones is black.
Like it was burnt. Someone was littering, yeah.
There's hardly any flesh. Strange. The grass next to the bones is black.
Anything else in this here to look at? Let me see if talking to him again will do anything. How much flesh is there on the bone? I didn't listen. There's not much flesh on the bone.
Officer,
What is it, sir?
I've lost my wallet and I think it may be here somewhere. Have you seen it?
Your wallet? No.
Could you help me look for it?
Sir, I have to guard the scene of the crime. I'm under orders not to leave this place.
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Anytime, sir.
Officer,
What is it, sir?
I just want to go through all this with you
Oh
once
fuck,
more.
I double-clicked.
Sir? What would you like to know?
When were the bones discovered?
At 5:30 a.m. by a jogger. He phoned us.
5:30 a.m. He was out and about quite early this morning.
Indeed, sir. And half an hour later, the press arrived.
How did the press find out about this so early, officer? Did you call them by any chance?
No idea, sir. These vultures seem to have a sixth sense for crime. It's either that or somebody from your police station tipped them off.
Were there any onlookers?
Yes, a couple, but I sent them away. The real run will start after people finish work, when they've got the time. We've seen it before.
Well, hold the fort, officer.
Yes, sir. I'll have to do that.
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Anytime, sir.
Okay. Let's have a look at these bones again.
That won't help either. Of course, it can't work like... I can't see any connection there.
Hmm.
Not a good idea. Looks like that won't work.
The normal adventure game thing of rubbing everything on everything. Hmm.
There's no point. That's a form for information procurement. This bone is quite long. Seems it's from the victim's leg. Strange. There's hardly any flesh on the... the skull of the... There's hardly any flesh on the bone. Unbelievable.
He was missing its spleen, it seems. Yes, and a few other fleshy bits too. I think this dude is dead. Quick, call an ambulance. I don't want a hint. I don't think there's like anything else around here for me to look at. I'm not seeing really anything else around here. That's that. Does that just go back to the officer? Yes, it does. Just use a defib. Yeah. I cast Speak with Dead. Do I just head back to the police station now? Maybe if I go for a jog, it'll let me know what to do. Pick up 2 things from the corpse beforehand. Hold a seance. Pick up 2 things.
I should take the bone with me, but... You don't transport a piece of evidence in your coat pocket. That might falsify... I can't do it with the scarf. The textile fibers would stick to it.
The one from BF3, a building falls, you only need as a zap to be okay again.
Think first, Brent.
What, you want me to do it with the fucking thing?
I can't do it with the scarf. The textile fibers... It won't work like that. That would be stupid. The green scarf. It's Janet's. I should take the bone with me, but...
No.
You don't transport a piece of evidence in your coat pocket. That might falsify traces. I need to have the grass examined. I need to have the grass examined. The grass next to the bones is black. I can't do it with the scarf. The textile fibers would stick to it.
Mr. Officer?
Hello, officer. Any news?
No, sir.
I just want to ask you something else.
Yes, sir?
You just said you know the other cases.
That's right, sir. Well, I read about them in the newspaper.
What do you think the murderer does with the flesh of his victims?
That's too hard to answer, sir. I haven't got a clue what goes on in lunatics' heads when they do things like that. Maybe he freezes them. That's happened before.
He was murdered in prison. What do you think about that?
That's tough luck for him. I would rather have one innocent man too many die than have one assassin run around loose.
Yes, that's a very common opinion. But it's not the right one for a police officer. Suspects are innocent until proven guilty, officer.
Just fucking roasting this dude.
Of course, sir. But you asked me for my opinion. Well, this is it. I beg your pardon.
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Any time, sir.
Do I have to... I was just taking a little shit there. Do I have to go back to the police station and get a bag or something? Asti leading you down the wrong road. Look at him run. Okay.
I won't find anything.
It is
I
a
can
case of
now.
double
The
clicking.
cleaner will empty the ashtray.
Double
won't
click.
find anything I can
Oh,
make
where'd he
use
go?
of now in there.
He's gone.
There's only superfluous stuff in there.
That's this again.
My greatest enemy. I won't need these. I can find my way without a map.
He says we see him with a map by the car.
Chief Inspector Miller will get this file early enough.
0118999 81199 If you know that reference, let me know. Nothing. A whole bunch of fucking nothing.
There's no pizza in there anymore.
You know of it. The IT crowd. When they replaced 999 with that number. Yo, Janet, you stop being a bitch yet?
I don't know how to use it. The files of our department. This is where we keep every single unimportant scrap. We'll have to break through the wall soon to make room for more.
Anything?
At least that's one thing you can get hold of here without too much trouble. They are needed for the forms. Makes it easier for the chief to sign them.
Oh,
Nothing's happened. No, that's a form for stationery. That won't get me any further. I should think up something else. Now there is a form for information procurement on the clipboard.
Is my mic crunchy? My mic shouldn't be crunchy. I wonder if...
I'll take that with me. You never know. I might need it.
More of Yorkie. Wait. Now I've done it. I now know how to get the signature.
Paper clips.
Is it still bad? Let me see if I can do a thing to try and fix it. How long has it been crunchy for? How about now? How is the microphone? Oh, game. No! No! Did it crash? No! Right, let's load it again. Okay, let's just speed run this.
Where did
Your
pull?
he did the
Where did
your man they gave
What do you?
they you
Fucking...
whatever just up but
What? There's been.
you see you alligator and I want them to do
Of
good.
Okay, I got that. That's fine. This game doesn't save. Yeah. There's nothing to be picked up here, I think. Let me double check. Is there actually nothing to be picked up here?
If I pull that hose off, the test won't work any. Far too hot to touch. Far too hot to touch. If I pull that hose off, the whole of Scotland Yard will...
Remember to print your face.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Just leaving things unsupervised, bubbling away, you know.
There's nothing I can take it with me. Take it with me. Take it. Too dangerous to carry the bottle.
No. No. Okay. Fucking... See you later, Chris. Because you can. Sup, dickhole?
Lowry's files. Neatly and tidily filed rubbish. It's
Imagine
amazing
hiding that
he's
fixed
getting
print in
away
the
with it.
database. Okay, that did a thing.
Hello, Lowry.
Oh, you're...
Hmm.
Have you got... I'd like to...
I really do read the...
I didn't... Is that right?
Of course. Thanks to these bloody new... If you hadn't gone and put an arrest warrant for Prince Charles in the computer after Princess Di's accident, we wouldn't be in this
Wow.
mess.
That was just an innocent joke.
In this department, by the
And that's...
in the...
You'd...
Why should the...
Okay.
Okay, let's go. That's why I recommend exhausting dialogue with everyone.
Hello, Janet.
Hello, Brent.
Have you got a minute?
Not even a...
It's in...
What do you need?
I just...
Sorry.
No. Good.
Take your time.
Hello, Janet.
I need the form.
Have you...
Yeah.
Well, at least...
Are you? Look, you...
A 342 too?
No, a 234-2.
No, I...
Well then.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Good. See you later.
Take your...
Let's head over there.
I'll take that with me. It's always handy having one of these tucked. At least that's one thing you can get hold of here without too much trouble. They are needed for the forms. Makes it easier for the chief to sign them.
So that there, carbon paper, that thing, and the signature part just happens to line up perfectly. Oh god, look at this. One. Save. Okay. Remember when saving a game would bring up just a plain old fucking, just file explorer?
I'll take it with me. Maybe I'll give it back to Miss Browning today.
I think that's everything I can get from this office right now. Them's were the days. Oh, thems were not the days. They did not scale well with resolution. Oh, my eye. Ah, there's something in my eye. Why is everything going wrong?
The carbon paper's still sticking out. The chief is bound to notice that.
Okay, then how do I fucking cut the carbon paper? You get more things from the yard? Yeah, I'm still here. I need something to cut it. No, I know carbon paper. I just, trying to figure out if there's something around here to cut it with. Hmm. No. I think I'm doing things right. Does he have a paper cutter or something around here? Doesn't look like it. Weg. I have no idea what that means. Maybe something in here? Question mark?
I don't know how to use it. Paper clips. Looks like that won't work.
How do I deal with the carbon paper?
It won't work like that. Now I've got to... nothing's happening.
Something in this here lab?
Nothing's happening.
Okay, no. Need a real edgelord to cut that paper. Ask an adult to use the scissors. Oh yeah, yeah. You're the science man. Can I have the
Well,
sharp
Halligan,
thing?
you again? What is it? Are you getting bored?
Well, how are your amoebas doing?
Very funny, Halligan. I've already got 5 DNA analysis on the Christmas list. Of course, everything is very urgent, as always. No idea how I'm supposed to make it. Well, what do you want?
Have you got a minute?
There's clearly 2 kids.
I need the support
No,
of
it's
experts
3
for some
kobolds in a trench
Halligan,
coat.
I've really got to work. Can't you wait until tomorrow?
I need your science paper killing sword.
I wanted to ask you if you could drive out to Epping Forest with me. I need an expert.
What? To the skeleton? Isn't that Lowry's case?
It was, till today.
Till today? And whose is it from now on?
From now on, it is my case. The chief put Lowry on ice.
Well, well, well. Good old Lowry. Looks as if you don't automatically achieve more with designer shirts than with normal ones.
You might be right there, Chris.
Well, whatever. I wouldn't like to be in your shoes, Halligan. The thing out there in Epping Forest is a professional job. You're not going to learn anything from that pile of bones.
Were there no usable traces?
Nope, not the slightest one. It's always the same. A well-cleaned pile of bones in the landscape, maybe an arm or a leg missing, but apart from that, nothing.
What do you think these people died of?
It was no natural death, if that's what you mean, Halligan.
Okay, Chris. See you later on.
It doesn't even say fucking goodbye, fucking piece of fucking shit. Chief, I need scissors. Teacher, I need some scissors. Maybe the safety kind.
A Union Jack. Only the Scotland Yard bigwigs get to have one of them. Hello, Chief. May I just disturb you briefly?
Halligan, You're a pain in the neck. Are you planning to start doing things just like Lowry did?
Hmm.
Chief, I've been to see Janet. Have these absurd measures been introduced because of me?
Among others, yes. They were introduced for your benefit. Don't you like them?
Are you still cross with me because of that business with the royal family?
Indeed. Yes, indeed, Detective. The press and the Inspectorate made my life hell for 8 weeks. You should be grateful that we somehow managed to keep things under control. But those sort of jokes are a thing of the past. You and Lowry will have to ask for my signature before you take a single step. Even if you just want to go to the toilet.
Well then, but you'll be held responsible.
Of course, Halligan. That's what I'm your chief for. And now our nice little chat is over. Get back to work.
Steal his
Detective.
matches.
Of course, Chief. Thanks a lot.
Don't get stroppy, Halligan.
He just starts crying because I took his matches.
That won't help either. Nothing's happened. It would have surprised me if it had worked like that.
What else can you steal? His chair. What else can you steal? He has 3 fucking phones. He has a fucking piece of paper with his name, like, written on it in marker.
I'd better not. These files are secret.
Fuck. Nope. Fuck. Come on. I was a killer the whole time.
Confiscated murder weapon.
Are there 3 picks of Tommy guns? Apparently there's a lot of Tommy guns as murder weapons.
I'd better not. These files are secret.
So I'm just running around fucking stealing things.
Far too hot to far too hot to far too hot to far too
Nope. Want the checklist?
If I pull that hose off, the whole of Scotland Yard will blow.
Let me do one more run around. Science man, I'm touching your science stuff.
Too dangerous to. There's nothing I can do with.
I'm running in, contaminating your experiments.
A rubbish bin.
No. Just running around different people's offices. Hey, I'm trying to steal your shit. Scissors.
Halligan,
Yes?
might I ask you what you think you're doing?
I just wanted to borrow your scissors. Just for 5 minutes.
Forget it.
For heaven's sake, it's only a pair of scissors.
Only a pair of scissors? Well, if it's only a pair of scissors, I'm sure you won't have much difficulty in getting a pair from somewhere else. Am I right?
All right then, keep them.
Do I murder him?
That's futile as well.
Maybe go for a
Like
smoke.
that. That's futile as well.
What is it this time, Halligan?
I'd really like to know how a braggart like you managed to get a date with Janet.
Well, you know what, Halligan? Women do like a winner, don't they? Little Janet is
Girl
no
out with the
exception.
scarf.
We went to the palace yesterday.
What was showing?
The new Schwarzenegger film.
You know how to handle women, don't you?
Of course. Janet said she found it disgusting, but I know for a fact that she was very keen on it. Women are like that. You understand?
Okay, just be fucking sexist, why not?
Well, I would have thought that Janet had more sense.
Oh, actually, I think she's got very good sense. That's why she always refuses to let you take her out somewhere. She prefers to go out with a man who doesn't dress in rags dragged out of rubbish bins or eat the same pizza every day.
Did she say that?
The facts speak for themselves, Halligan. You eat pizza in your office, and I go to the cinema with Janet. That's the way things work. Oh, I'm sorry, old boy.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry. That doesn't work.
I need him just to get the fuck out. How do I murder the man? How he's holding over his chair, you just noticed that? No. 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 Do I have to, like, start a fucking fire or something? Do I have to fucking light the bin on
Better
fire?
not light that.
Damn. I was hoping I'd just do more just blatant vandalism. How do I get him out of that office? Do I get the fire
You
hose?
actually only use it in case of fire.
You're thinking like Halligan, but no. I'm playing the character. There's an upper shelf?
Is there anything worse than thirst? I'll take it with me.
Is there a fucking sock in that drawer? Okay, fuck that method.
I'd better not light that. A bottle of apple juice.
Interesting.
Nope, no darts now. Leave them. I don't need those anymore.
What the fuck is this?
A roll of plastic bags to secure evidence.
Okay, cool.
I've already taken one this morning.
Gloves. Okay. Apple juice, plastic bag, gloves. Do I spill apple juice on his nice clean suit? He goes off to wash it out.
Think first, Brent.
Do I challenge him to a duel?
Gloves either.
Save. Save. Resume. Epping.
Good morning, officer.
Good morning, Detective. I hope you've had a good breakfast. The sight over there is not very appetizing. Yes. Well, the shop.
Why? Oh. Good.
I suppose.
Is he on it?
Sir.
Okay.
Any
Cool. We're leaving here. Good people. Thank you very much for coming by, Vico. I appreciate you staying with us for as long as you did. You sleep well.
Strange. The grass next to the bones is... I should take the bone with me.
Oh god, it's a Titanic flute before he goes, because of course.
I'd rather think about it again. A roll of plastic bags to secure evidence. won't feel different with gloves either.
I pour apple juice.
No, of course. It can't work like
Okay.
that. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
Really? The skull of the victim is not important evidence.
That is no important
Oh, I got the grass.
I'm sure about that.
Okay, is that it? Officer?
Officer,
What is it, sir?
I've lost my wallet and I thought...
Help me find my wallet.
Could you...
Sir,
But all...
I'm sorry, sir, but I don't have your wallet, and I must not leave
Okay.
anytime.
You like the sound alerts? Thank you very much. I picked some of the memeiest and funniest things I could find. Scotland Yard. Let's go to Mr. Science Man and show him the things we need him to science. Mr. Science Man.
Here you go, Chris. Have a look at this.
A bone. Very likely the right thigh bone. Why did you bring it here?
Science
I had a look at the
man.
bones with the
Man me
forensic
some
squad this
science.
morning.
I know, but I've still got a couple of questions about them.
Well, go ahead then.
Nobody scorched the flesh
Did
off?
somebody maybe scorch the flesh off the bone?
No, definitely not. That would look different. I suspect that it was rather cut off, or maybe taken off with acid.
What sex was the victim?
Judging by the structure of the bones, I think it was male. I'll write that down in my report as well, but I'll tell you right now that you won't get it before the end of the week, Halligan.
Is there any
Do you see
abnormalities?
abnormalities?
I would have noticed them, Halligan. No fractures, no bruises, everything quite normal.
You can't tell me more than that about the bones? Chris, that doesn't help me.
There's really no more to say about the bones, Halligan. Just wait for my report. You'll have it all nicely.
What a
written down.
meister eye.
Hang on a moment. If you're really interested, go and see Professor Turner. He was the supervisor of a friend's PhD thesis. That's how I met him. He works in the Anthropological Museum in Oxford. If anybody can say anything about the bones, he can.
Alright, that's an option.
Okay, thanks for the advice.
Don't mention it, Brent.
Now we have the grass. Here, do you want
Chris,
some
I've got
weed?
something else for you. Could you have a quick look at that too?
The weed. Also from the place where the
Weed.
bones were found, I suppose.
Exactly.
Okay, Brent. And what do you want to know about it?
Have you seen something like this before?
You mean, have I seen grass before? Are you
Have
trying
you-
to pull my leg?
Have you touched grass?
Just smell it.
Smells slightly burnt.
The bones were lying on this grass.
Oh, maybe somebody made a fire on the grass before the bones were lying there. That's not very unusual in parks.
That was no fireplace, Chris. The grass was burnt under the bones and just there.
Well then, maybe the bones got hot.
The bones get that hot in the
Bones
sun?
get that hot in the sun.
Well, I don't think this is very likely in autumn. But right now, I can't say much more about that either.
Okay, Chris. See you later on.
Okay, so we have that. Time to run to Oxford, I think. I don't need a map to get around. Uses a map to get around. I wonder what this does. Let me do a save. Oh, the tunes. The music coming in. This is stuff getting serious now.
Doesn't look busy at all in there.
Boss recheck. Ugh. Yes, thank you. I sit up straight and make sure my back is properly aligned with the chair so I don't get back pain.
Computer renovation. what to put in there. I thought it wouldn't work like that.
I just put the
Won't work like that.
bone through the letterbox. I know, I set the place on
There's no
fire.
point in that.
No, okay. Doing the shrimp, I can't do that. I'm a shark after all. In fairness now, sharks are good. I do like me a good shark.
Anthropological Museum of Oxford. This is the right place.
Or anything like Halligan starting fires.
Locked. Locked.
Bloop.
Locked.
Well, when we were playing Bioshock 2, we came across quite a few blowhigh or blahage.
Think first, Brent.
No, I refuse to.
That doesn't work. Everything is dark.
You like... Can't go further than that.
I'd like to sit on this bench here all day. I'd like to sit on this bench here. I'd like to sit on this bench here all day. But I don't have the time.
God, the running animation. Sidewalks? I think you mean footpaths? The fuck is...
Telephone
BT.
charges at British Telecom, so nobody forgets how expensive it is to use the phone. I can't hear any dialing tone. It won't work without money.
I don't have money. God, some of these animations remind me of Starship Titanic. Are we gonna fucking steal from a homeless
I
man?
really don't have the time for a break. Hello, my friend.
Huh?
Can I help you somehow?
Help? Help? Nobody can help me.
Hey, don't despair. Everybody has a hard time now and then. Maybe I can do something for you.
Just leave it. I've lost everything. Everything. No money, no flat, no future. I'm finished. Simply finished.
Have you tried working? Oh wow.
Have you seen anybody going into the museum?
Yeah. Just this morning, a woman. A young, pretty one.
A woman? You haven't seen a man?
Nah. Only a woman. She comes here every day. Now and again, she gives me a few pennies. I think she works in the museum.
Ah, a woman then.
So what? What's special about that? There are millions of women.
You gotta be a
around in this
psychopath in
world.
dialogue.
Why is the museum being closed?
Well, it's been refurbished. At the moment, my business is running really badly.
How much did you, make today?
Well, just a poxy 60 pence.
You're right. You won't get far on that. Okay, I must be off now.
Well then, okay. Here, are you crazy? That's mine. Hands off, okay?
The beggar can make better use of them. The beggar can make better use of them. Hello, my friend.
Huh?
How are you doing?
What? What do you want?
Isn't it too cold for you on the ground?
Cold? So what? There's stuff here. It warms you up better than any heating.
What is it, if I may ask?
Cider, pal. Really cheap. And it's nice. It goes down well.
Can I have a drop?
Get your own bottle, mate. Get me one as well. My bottle's empty.
Okay, I must be off now.
Well then, okay.
I got you something. Here you are.
Oh, what's that, pal?
Apple juice. Naturally cloudy. Lots of
Do
vitamin
you
C.
need science juice?
Juice? Are you pulling my leg?
Didn't you say you were thirsty?
Are you dense, mister? I want a bottle of cider. Apple juice is alright in the nursery, but I'm not into that.
Why don't you try?
Get lost. Leave me alone. You can drink your apple juice yourself.
It would have surprised me if it had worked. A bottle of apple juice. That's futile as well.
Oh no, giving the homeless man clothing is futile? Okay, interesting game. That on
There's no
fire?
point in that.
No.
I got you something. Here you are.
Oh, that's just the
Apple
same
man.
thing.
Why get?
Set the homeless man on fire? I mean, I have the matches for a reason, and I don't know why.
The rubbish bin smells really bad.
He'll be warm for the rest of his life. He said that he wants cider. So, I'm wondering if I have to put it into like a different bottle or something. I just don't know where to get an empty bottle.
Hey, it's me again.
So what? You know more about me than my bagger on.
What are you doing here?
Are you?
To make cider, we need
We're in a
what?
drink.
Alcohol.
Do you still like the taste?
Of course I like it. Dum dum.
It smells pretty
Dum-dum.
strong, if I may say so. How do you manage to drink that?
I drink everything, mate. From schnapps to aftershave. Most important thing is that it makes you happy.
You don't look too happy, though. Can I have a drop?
Get your own bottle, mate. Get me one as well. My bottle's empty.
There's money in your hat there. Isn't that enough for a bottle of gut rot?
Oh, no.
Summer vacation at school in the brain of a sieve.
Okay, I must be off now.
Have we
Well
seen
then.
alcohol?
Okay.
Not that I can really recall. Where have we seen? I'm guessing it might be at Scotland Yard. You have an idea how? Let's hear the idea. Because as far as I know, Assie's the only one in chat that actually knows the answers. So other people who don't know the answers putting out ideas, go for it. No. Okay, let's go this way. Can I ferment? Ah! Adding this, the ethanol.
Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is.
I thought just throwing ethanol in it might work.
I can't see any connection there. I thought it wouldn't work like that. Nothing's happened.
Well, Halligan, what did Professor Turner say? Could he help you?
His clothes being
The
refurnished.
museum is closed. It's being refurbished.
Oh.
That ethanol
That's
might be
bad
bittered.
luck. Why don't you phone him?
It's all right for you. My phone doesn't work properly anymore.
Why don't you go to a phone booth?
My wallet has disappeared. Have you seen it?
Your wallet? No, it isn't here. Was there much money in it?
£20 note and some change.
£20 note and some change.
Well, it isn't here anyway.
Okay, Chris, that's it for the moment.
Okay, Halligan. See you then.
I still feel like it's something to do with the ethanol. We don't want to give him methanol or propanol or butanol. We just want the
Too dangerous to
ethanol.
carry the bottle.
Would you like a nudge? Sure, go for it. Nudge me.
Nothing's happening.
Good old glass of India Pale Ale. Keep talking to science, man. But aren't we all people of science?
Well, Halligan, what did...
I had a look round outside the building.
You only saw the museum from the outside? Man, Halligan, why didn't you...
I couldn't get hold of anybody.
Have you tried the phone?
Could I use your phone?
I'm not so keen on that, Halligan. I'm always in trouble with the accounts department. You know what I mean. Why don't you ask Lowry?
Lowry? You must be joking, Chris. You know how badly we get on, don't you?
Especially since this morning.
Isopropyl
Right.
alcohol.
Exactly.
Sorry, Halligan. But I'm convinced you'll solve this problem.
Okay, Chris. See you later on. I think Chris needs it. That is a microscope. Far too hot. Something is just being distilled. Something is just being distilled there. A flask. Something is just being distilled there. That won't get me any further. That would be stupid. Nothing's happening.
Oh, there's something over this side? That's a really tiny fucking thing.
I can't do anything. A container with chemicals.
The fuck did I just pick up?
Fingerprint powder.
Interesting.
I can't do anything with this. I can't do anything with this. I can't do anything with this. I can't do anything with... No, I can see with the naked eye that there are many fingerprints on the bottles. Think first, Brent. I don't believe it won't work like that. A roll of plastic bags to secure evidence. Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind. A roll of plastic bags to secure evidence.
No. God. This is so early in the game, I'm already just so
Halligan,
goddamn lost.
How'd you get on? What did...
I haven't...
No.
I have... No, Chris. Something I wanted to ask you, Chris. What do those flasks contain?
Oh, you mean those on the shelves? They contain all sorts of different chemicals I need for my work. Indicator solutions, alcohol, things like that.
You've got a great job, Chris. Masses of alcohol and everything legal.
Nonsense, Halligan. Do you think we spend all day getting drunk with medical alcohol? Why don't you just try the stuff?
What will happen to me then?
You'll see. Well, how about it? Are you scared?
I remember in biology when we distilled ethanol out, one of the guys, one of my good friends at the time, tried the roughly 96% ethanol, or whatever it was.
Okay, Chris. See you later on.
His tongue stopped working for a bit.
Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is.
In like Halligan, you gotta think like an insect. Okay, so I set it on fire.
Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is. No. No, I can see with the naked eye that there are many fingerprints on the too dangerous to too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is. My gloves. I nicked them out of the exhibit room.
Okay.
Bottle. Take it with me. Take it with me. Take it. Too dangerous to carry.
I know what I need to do. The game is not letting me do it. I need to add the alcohol to the apple juice to make it kind of like cider, but it's not letting me do the thing. Sure. Help, please, because I feel like I'm on the right proper track, but this is the adventure game syndrome of I have to go by the game designer's path of logic.
There's no point in that. I don't want that. Looks like that won't. Not a good idea. That's. I should think up something else.
The green rag. The vunk.
The green scarf. It's Janet's. A bottle of apple juice.
What the hell did that do? The rag was dirty. Okay. What did that do? Someone was to give you alcohol, you might see which bottle they used. What? I don't even get the hint. If someone was to give you alcohol, you might see which bottle they used.
Just keep that yourself. Well, Halligan, what a...
Something.
Oh, they can...
That.
Yes.
You've got.
No, why don't...
Sure, no problem.
Okay, now we get a different thing. God, that walking animation.
Here, Brent, to your health.
Oh god, the audio.
What's up? Go ahead, try it. You won't get one of these so often.
All right.
You know why that was important? Why was that important?
To your health, Brent.
An interesting aroma, isn't it? Brent, aren't you feeling very well? Brent, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, well, he should be fired. Oh, okay.
God damn it. You could knock someone out cold with this kind of stuff, Chris. Chris?
Okay, fair. Super fucking convoluted. And again, Chris should be fired. Like, here, have like 100 or 200 mils of,
Look what we've got here. This is the bottle Chris took. There's no point in that. A bottle of ethanol.
We're just poison you, let you to rot. Yeah, exactly. That's why he should be fired. Cool, let's give the guy
Stop.
just a...
I don't think it's a good idea to take the bottle out of the lab. Chris will be back quite soon. He'll notice it at once. It won't work like that. I'd rather think about it again. I don't believe that won't get me any further. I should think about it again.
Hmm.
It would have surprised me if it had worked like that. No way.
Yeah, so... Oh, fuck, I'm going to do a tablet. Shit. Yeah. Oh. Put the ethanol into a flask.
That won't get... That would be stupid. There's no point. I should think about it again.
Cool, I need a flask.
These things are called Erlenmeyer flasks.
Cool, let's just get an empty flask from somewhere. Where?
A flask. There's no point in that.
Hmm. I am so confused.
If I pull that hose off, the...
Is there anywhere, like, it won't
These
let...
things are called
It won't let me
Erlenmeyer
take that
flasks.
flask.
A board. Just like at school, isn't it? These things are called Erlenmeyer flasks. Test tube. I really don't want to break anything.
These drawers don't open. Only those two places back there.
A flask.
Hmm. I can't leave this room with it. Did the beggar give you his flask? And no, he kept saying no, he wouldn't give it.
I can't see any connection there. A bottle of apple juice. I thought it wouldn't work like... I should think about it again. I can't see any connection there.
I'm soft locked. Okay, I can put it back for now, I think. Okay, it looks like he doesn't come back. Okay, let's try and get the beggar's flask.
The beggar's flask. Absolutely empty.
Okay, cool. It couldn't have been a thing of, oh, and get me some more too, why don't you? And he hands over the flask and we get the flask. No, it had to be hidden mostly behind the main character in the only position. Gotcha. Amazing. 2001 game design. Fucking LucasArts is getting this right from the 80s. That's plenty of ethanol.
Now the flask is full, with ethanol and apple juice.
Okay, now let's give it to the beggar. Such animation, much wow. Yeah, but for the apple juice, they didn't put that much effort into the animation. For some reason. Is apple juice not good enough for an animation? Apple juice to forehead. Apple juice applied directly to the beggar. A few coins for a blind old beggar.
I've got something for you. Apple schnapps from Detective Halligan's home distillery. My own brand. Would you like to have a taste?
You serious? All right, pal. I'm as dry as the bottom of a parrot's cage.
Why don't you drink it all? I don't mind. And it's a cracker, I can tell you.
Cheers, mister.
Cheers.
Nah, we're just gonna fucking rob the poor. I don't have a number for him, though. You're a police officer, can't do that. Who's going to prove it? The beggar he told his name to and profession to?
You can't get through like that.
Just in case I can soft lock myself.
What shall I pay for? Which number am I supposed to dial?
Ah, yellow pages. Better make different saves.
Let's see if the phone number of the museum is listed in here. Museum, okay. Museum of African Studies, Museum of Ancient History. Here, Anthropological Museum. And the extension of Professor Turner? It's here. I've got it.
A license for that adulterated alcohol. Remember when everyone got a book doxing everyone else's home address and phone number? And no one cared?
Hello?
Hello, who's that?
Who am I speaking to?
This is Detective Halligan from Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard? What can I do for you?
I need to speak to Professor Turner. Doesn't he work at the museum?
Yes, but he's away on business.
Look, miss, what was your name?
Goodbye, Mr. Halligan.
She's hung up.
God damn it. Still have change. Do I fucking call her again? Much easier to be a serial killer then. Isn't that the whole point of the Terminator? Is that the Terminator 1, he goes back in time, he gets a phone book, and just goes through every Sarah Connor.
Hello?
Hello, it's me again, Detective Halligan.
I told you, Professor Turner isn't here.
Yes, but...
Detective, I'm very busy. Please call again in 8 weeks.
But She's hung up again. Ugh.
Okay. Let's try the door or something again. Yeah, I know the doctor knew Turner. I was going to go back to him again. Just wanted to check the door. To see if perhaps she had gone to the door to check it was closed or something. We would have caught her. Nope. Alrighty. God, he has like a wind up to his run. Mr. Science Man.
Well, Brent, still got a headache?
Don't ask, Chris.
Have you managed to contact Professor Turner?
Yeah, I phoned him, but he wasn't in.
Not in?
He's on an expedition. I just talked to some woman who works there.
With his extension number?
Yes, exactly.
Well, Halligan, that was probably his daughter Melanie. She works in the museum as well. My friend told me a lot about her. He used to be really keen on her.
So, Professor Turner has a daughter. Thanks, Chris. I think that'll help me.
God, they're having to run back and forth for the small little bits of information. There's one game design. I know. Who here has actually used a public telephone?
What shall I pay for?
Hello?
Hello, this is Halligan again. Please don't hang up, Miss Turner.
How do you
You
know
have?
my name, Mr. Halligan?
Chris
Yeah.
Hecker told me that Professor Turner's your father.
Yes, that's true.
What do you do at the museum?
I'm an anthropologist.
The same as your father.
Yes?
Miss Turner, do you think you could help me?
That depends. What's the trouble?
I found a bone that I've had examined at the lab.
A bone? A human bone?
Yes, of course. It belonged to a murder victim.
Murder? How awful.
The bone is from the body of one of the victims of the skeleton murders. I take it you've read about them?
Oh, good heavens, yes. What can I do for you?
Couldn't we discuss that inside?
Certainly. Come on over. I'll let you in.
Whole bunch of bother just for her to actually listen to him for more than a second and a half. Oh Jesus, Bob the Builder.
Mr. Halligan?
Yes, that's right.
Oh God.
Hello, Miss Turner. Nice to meet you. Thank you for taking the time.
No problem. We're closed anyway. The museum is being refurbished.
It's not easy to get in touch with you. I was close to giving up.
Oh, you mean because of the phone call? I'm really sorry. I do sometimes tend to be rather short on the phone. You know,
I hate phone calls
I
too.
get unpleasant calls sometimes, and that's why I'm a bit suspicious.
I see. Well, I finally got in touch with you.
Would you like to come in?
Have to go to dinner soon and get stuck. Good luck.
Would you like a
No
cup of
worries.
coffee or anything else?
No thanks.
Mr. Halligan, how may I help you?
As I said, I'm working on the skeleton
I have a
murders
bone to show
of
you.
another victim in Epping Forest. All the evidence points to the same culprit as in the other cases. The corpse was completely skeletonized. Professional work.
That's horrible. But how can I help you?
My colleague Chris Hecker of the forensic lab has already had a look at the bones. He thought that your father could perhaps carry out some additional tests. He is a renowned expert after all.
Yes, he could do that. But as I said, my father isn't here.
I know, but it is very urgent. Perhaps you could have a look?
You say you've got some of the bones with you?
Yes, just one. Here.
Not in an evidence bag or anything.
This is a femur.
Yes, that's what Chris Hecker said as well.
It will take some time, Mr. Halligan. Could you wait a moment?
I would like to ask you some questions about your work, just out of interest.
Is the music too loud now?
What are all these strange things here in your lab?
They're things my father and I have brought back from various expeditions. They have to be catalogued. Will then become part of the permanent exhibition of our museum. Some things are personal presents. We keep those, of course.
You see quite a lot of the world, don't you?
Yes, that's part of my job.
What's your father's
What's
current
current
research
research?
project?
He's in Kenya studying initiation rituals.
Kenya.
What?
The rituals carried out when the childhoods of boys and girls end and they're admitted to the circle of adults.
How long have you been working here?
Several years. My father helped me to get the job here at the museum.
Connections are indispensable nowadays, aren't they?
I was the most qualified applicant, but it's not easy to gain acceptance with the old boys of the museum's board when you're a woman. You have to be
Ah,
at
the old
least
boys
twice
club.
as good as the best male applicant.
And you were.
Of course I was. It's been decided that I'll be the head of the museum as soon as my father retires.
When will that be?
In 5 years?
Then you will have achieved a lot for someone your age.
How old do you think I am?
I'd say 29.
Exactly.
What's your research field?
I specialize in sacrificial rites.
Sacrificial rites. That's an unusual research field for a young
Oh God, the music's getting funky and louder.
I don't think you should divide preferred science fields.
I think I should
into
turn
women,
the
Mr.
music
Halligan.
down.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I just think that you must have to do with death all the time if you research sacrifices.
Death is part of our existence, Mr. Halligan. In all cultures, all around the world.
You're telling me. If you take it like that, we are almost like colleagues.
Maybe. But it's not my job to put people in jail. I document the sacrificial rites of different cultures in order to help create a better mutual understanding.
What is there to be understood about murder?
I'm not saying that I approve of everything I research, Mr. Halligan, but in foreign cultures, not all sacrificial rites are regarded as murder. Most cultures sacrifice animals or plants, and they do so for religious reasons. Human sacrifices don't exist anywhere in the world at present. They're a thing of the past.
That was very
Printing,
interesting.
thank you.
Thank you, Miss Turner.
Not at all. I like talking about it. I'm often alone here with my work. It feels good to be able to chat.
Oh,
Now
sitting
I'll have a
upright.
look at that bone you brought.
Good.
Game settings, voice volume up, music volume down. I'm playing as her now. Interesting.
A death mask. In the Sudan, they
Oh,
put
is this...
masks like these on warriors who died while hunting.
Oh, is this going to be like a broken sword kind of thing?
A small statue. A small Greek statue. This is from Easter Island. Very mysterious. A Mexican god. I got this mask in Central Africa. They wear them for rites that are supposed to cure diseases. Their witch doctors use them to drive away evil spirits. This mask is worn for New Year's celebrations in New Guinea.
Anything else?
This Greek vase was given to us by a local resident. She thought the museum would be interested in it, but it's just a cheap imitation from a junk shop. It says made in Hong Kong on the bottom. I'd like to know how my father got hold of this silver mask from Kenya. Masks like this one are worn by tribal chieftains for initiation ceremonies.
Okay, well, we're... Another one of those distillation tools.
There's methanol in there. It's sometimes used to clean up relics. That won't get me any further. Father's distiller. These are pieces of very old statues. It's not easy to put them together.
Okay, I guess I don't use this right now. Anything here?
I'll never get the bone under there.
Okay, so I need something to shave off part of the bone? Yes. I can't take that tweezers, tweezers are super helpful. Okay, I have a sliver of bone. Now we are going to the bone zone.
I can't see it properly.
Put some ham on that baby, you've got a sandwich.
There's some metal residue here.
Is it gold?
It's gold. It's gold. The sheath of a dagger, pieces of broken vessels, antique muzzle-loader pistols. The sickles from England. It could be a Celtic artifact, but we haven't been able to date it yet. That's a stiletto from the late Roman era. This dagger needs restoring. A curved dagger. I think Father brought it back with him from Turkey. These stilettos were found during the excavations in Tenochtitlan, which is now Mexico City. These stilettos were found during the excavation.
Okay.
This statue's from North Africa. I think it represents the god of the earth. A relief. It's just come back from the restorer. Forbidden archaeologies. My favourite. Excellent research. Very mysterious.
I want to get the magnifying glass. You're not going to let me take the magnifying glass? Alright then.
A spear. I was given that by the chief of a tribe in Polynesia.
I'd
better think about it again. A wash basin. 2 bottles of developer. The wash basin. The wash basin. Father hates it when I use up all his chemicals.
Drawers? Anything... I can look at this, but why can I look at this? Maybe this will be of use later on? Maybe I talk to him now?
Made any progress?
Yes, a little, but I can't quite make it out. Have you got a moment? I just want to check on something.
Sure, no problem.
A slice of the femur. It's wafer thin. You can almost see through it.
Yeah, okay, it's gold, but what do I do with that information?
There's some it's gold. It's gold.
Okay, it's gold.
I'll never get the bone under there.
So it's gold, but what can I do with that information? Oh, there's another part of this desk I can look at?
These pieces
Yes.
fit together, but my father and I never managed to figure out where they came from. These sculptures don't belong here. These sculptures...
Okay, do I distill it?
It won't work like that. I'd better think about it again. That doesn't help either. I should concentrate. Would that really be clever?
No. It would not be clever.
I'd better think about it again. Forbidden archaeology. The wash basin. The wash basin.
Okay.
That doesn't... I can't... That won't get me any further. It won't work like that, I don't think.
Ah, it makes me turn it off. Can't open that. Let me just drop a save real quick. 2, save. Resume. Is there anything I've been missing? Nope, that doesn't do anything. A sliver of gold. Can I get that tweezers? No. Can I put this here again? No. I have the bone. I have the sliver. I have a distiller. I have random statues. I need to compare it to something? No.
The sun. It's amazing how many cultures make it one of their goddesses. This image is from Australia. I don't think it'll work like that. I should concentrate. Would that... No, better not. Not a good idea. That doesn't work. It's lucky nobody... I'd better think about... That won't get me any further. I don't think it'll work.
Any ideas from chat? What does one do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
Father's distiller. Father's distiller.
Can't activate it. No.
I should concentrate. That came from Africa. Father brought it back with him.
Any books? Anything? I can't leave. There's no other parts of the room, so I'm stuck in here till I can figure it out. Wait, maybe I wash the bone?
I can't think of anything reasonable today. That's futile as well. Oh, Melanie, that
Nope.
won't work.
Do I clean the whole
That
bone
doesn't
off?
work. Pity. There's methanol in there. It's sometimes used to clean up. That won't get me. It won't work like that.
Hmm.
That doesn't help. That's a human femur. Mr. Halligan gave. I don't want that.
Hmm. This is actually just really fucking difficult. I want those tweezers. I want those tweezers. Maybe I can so I can get the gold out or something.
There's some metal residue here. It's gold.
Yes, I know. But what else does the game want me to run on it? What other tests are here? This still confuses me. Because this is just closed. And there's nothing I can actually do with the doors. Part of me thought washing it off, but no, apparently not. Hmm. Those statues aren't much. I've already exhausted that. I think I've exhausted that.
Made any progress?
Yes, a little, but I can't quite make it out. Have you got a moment? I just want to check on something.
Sure, no problem.
Yep. Can you give me a hint as to what that something is?
That doesn't help either. The head of a Greek statue.
Hmm.
I can't think of anything reasonable today. That's interesting. The notches in the bone were made by a sharp instrument.
There we
The sickle
go.
matches the notches to a T. That's interesting.
Okay, that was...
Made any progress?
Yes, a little, but I can't quite make it out. Have you got a moment? I just want to check on something.
Sure, no problem.
Wait, so the notches. So do I take this now?
The sickle's from England. It could be a Celtic artifact. That's interesting. The notches in the bone were made by a sharp instrument. The sickle matches the notches to a T. I should concentrate. It's lucky nobody... I can't do that. That doesn't help either.
Yeah, so it is
That's
this
interesting.
sickle.
The notches in the bone were made by a sharp instrument. The sickle matches the notches to a T.
Okay, but what do I do with that sickle now?
The sickle's from England. It could be a Celtic artifact, but it won't work like that. It's lucky nobody saw that.
I haven't matched to the sickle. So we now have the confirmation that it's something Celtic.
Hey, didn't this edition mention
There we
something in
go.
connection with sacrificial rites in Britain?
Oh,
Not a good idea. Let's see. Yes, here it is. An article
The
about the Druids
Druids.
and their sacrificial rites. The latest findings indicate that in ancient England it was probable for the most... for their high ceremonies, the Celts usually prefer to use... incredible. It all fits in with this bone. I'm sure the detective will be very interested.
fucking that was a trek and a half.
Mr. Halligan?
Oh, he's standing up now.
I believe I've found something interesting about your bone.
Go ahead.
In my opinion, this bone was worked on.
With a sickle?
Yes, and probably with a sickle made of gold.
What makes you think that?
The bone bears notches matching the cutting form of a sickle to a T, and I found a trace of gold in one of the notches.
A golden sickle?
Hmm.
Who would use a weapon like that in order to cut a human being to pieces?
That's what I asked myself as well. I found an interesting article which could help us. According to the historian Arthur Blake, the Britannic Druids carried out very bloody sacrificial rites. He found out that such rites took place at major celebrations of the Celts. He assumes that consecrated golden sickles were used for those rites.
And how does he know about these things?
He learned about it from old inscriptions he's translating at the moment. Interesting, huh?
Celts? Druids? Quite some time has passed since then, hasn't it?
Of course, but the descriptions in the article absolutely match the findings on your bone, Mr. Halligan. I'm sure the author of the article can help you.
What do you think? Could this Blake be right?
I don't know. Maybe he just wants to make money with horror stories about ancient Britain, but the bone you've shown me would match his theory quite well.
Have you ever seen anything similar in your career?
Oh, Mr. Halligan, you don't know the Aztec skull walls. If you'd seen those, you'd consider your bone harmless.
Maybe, but that was centuries ago. The victim of this murder was found this morning, and it was found in London. So you think this murder could be a ritual murder?
Yes, it would be possible. There are several occult sects and Satanists. They like checking their history books and adopting archaic rituals.
What did you say this author's name was?
Let's double check that.
Arthur Blake.
Was there any mention in the article of how you could get in touch with the man?
I thought you'd ask that. His address was printed below the article. 366 Pinewood Road, Northampton.
I'm going there now.
Cool, thank you.
Mr. Halligan, I'm interested in this, particularly because of my job. I'd like to help you with your case. Would you take me with you?
Impossible. It's confidential police work. I have to see him on my own. I'm sorry.
I'm sure my knowledge would be to your advantage, Mr. Halligan, and I think it would be really interesting to work on a case like that.
Oh, when I think about it, perhaps that's not a bad idea at all. Perhaps there will be more examinations to be done. Okay, Miss Turner, let's do it like this. I'll keep you informed on the case. If I hear anything new or if I need your help, I'll contact you. What do you think?
All right. I'll see you later then.
Yeah, see you later. And thank you, Miss Turner.
There we go. Let's go to Northampton. Arthur
This must be
Blake.
it. Pretty out of the way. Mr. Blake's vehicle really is a vintage car, that's for certain.
Run to the car. No, I can't.
Looks like he made this letterbox himself.
Any letters? Nope. There's a Northampton. Yep. Okay, that implies a wheelchair or just elderly support, so we know you have an idea.
Mr. Blake?
Yes?
My
There
name's
we
Brent
go.
Halligan. I'm a detective from Scotland Yard. I have a few questions I need to ask you.
Scotland Yard? What's this about?
An
Is
American?
something wrong?
I'd rather we discuss this in private. Do you mind if I come in?
I'm not sure. What's happened? Is there a problem with one of my publications?
No, sir. I'm investigating a murder case. Perhaps you could help me? It really won't take very long.
Murder? Awful. But what's it got to do with me?
Mr. Blake, I'd really prefer it if we could go somewhere a little more private. May I come in?
Well, yes, certainly. Come on in.
That armchair looks really comfortable. I could do with one of them in my office. I'd
Take a
better not
seat.
sit down. Might create a bad impression.
No, you're just being friendly. You're having a chat.
An old pendulum clock with a Roman face. Mr. Blake seems to be a man of taste. Still, I wouldn't buy a thing like that.
Big button.
Books. A lot of books. And they're almost all historical works.
Tenor bats are going. What the fuck just happened with the music? Who fell on the piano? Who dropped the piano down the stairs? Oh no, the second flight of stairs. Why is the music so edgy right now?
That's a pretty good map of the world, considering how old it is. the author of a book on Druids, am I right?
Yes, quite correct. In fact, I'm just working on a revised version for the next edition. But what makes you so interested in my book?
I'm currently investigating a series of murders in London. I've made some interesting discoveries that I'd like to discuss with you.
What series of murders are we talking about?
The skeleton murders. You may have read about them in the papers.
Fuck is going on with the
Yes,
music?
of course. A terrible business.
Mr. Blake, I believe there may be some sort of ritual behind these murders.
Well, what makes you think that?
Dr. Turner from the Anthropological Museum in Oxford examined one of the last victim's bones for me. She found residual traces of gold on it, and round notches.
Round notches, you say?
Yes. Does that mean anything to you? Doesn't your book on Druids mention ritual killings, for which a golden sickle was used?
True. Are you saying these murders are based on the same ritual?
That's what I've come to ask you.
But that's impossible.
Again, someone's
It can't be
dropped
true.
the piano down the stairs.
My God. It would be unthinkable. It would confirm all my translations. I've been researching the history of the Druids for 30 years now, but I've never yet found proof of my greatest fears.
Your greatest fears?
Yes, the perfection of the final ritual, the final confirmation of the Druids' power.
The fucking music.
Tell me more about the Druids.
Well, the Druids were Celtic priests. They were highly respected scholars, responsible for preserving
Yeah, the piano player found yes, and all in the
Their main
flute.
tasks included conducting sacrificial rituals, medicine, astronomy, and justice. Experts now believe that Druidism began in ancient Britain and spread from there to the European continent, especially to Gaul. The first definite evidence of the Druids' existence goes back to 500 BC.
That's a long time ago.
Quite. And for at least 500 years from then on, the Druids were the most important class of Celtic society.
What happened then?
Well, with Britain and Gaul being conquered by the Romans, the Druids were quickly suppressed. Their doctrine was abolished and replaced by Roman tenets. In the end, Christianity took over. And by around 1000 AD, Druidism seems to have vanished.
What
What did the Druids and their
they
followers
believe in?
believe in?
Well, that's not so very easy to explain. Like the Romans and the Greeks, the Celts had a number of gods to whom various functions were ascribed. They paid homage to these gods with rituals and sacrifices. Many of their cult rituals were performed for the stars and the four elements: fire, water, air, and earth. Their religious acts always took place in forests, usually in a clearing or at some other prominent location. The Druids didn't start building their temples until they had met the Romans.
What are the
What are
rituals
their
like?
Well, they mainly made sacrifices on special occasions. Druids would burn plants and twigs to transfer them into the realm of the divine.
That doesn't sound so terrible.
No, but they also sacrificed animals, mostly rams or pigs. Roman writers even mention cruel human sacrifices, crucifixions, decapitations, and regular slaughters on the altar.
What? Oh, that's horrific.
Not all of these stories are based on definite facts, Mr. Halligan.
I'd know more about the four
I'd
elements.
like to know more about the four elements.
The Druids regarded the four elements as the material of which the world is made. They invoked the elements and used them for their rituals. There were only three proper elements: air, water, and earth. Fire, the fourth element, existed solely for the purpose of transferring one of the three basic elements into another.
What do you mean?
Well, solids or liquids become gaseous through fire. Gas can be turned into liquid form with the help of fire. Take a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen, for example. Fire, therefore, represents transformation, the transferal of one element into a new condition.
That sounds pretty complicated.
I suppose it does when you first hear it, but it's actually quite simple.
Yes, well, that's what my colleague Chris Hecker always tries to tell me whenever he starts lecturing me about chemistry.
Quite right, Mr. Halligan. I shouldn't bore you with such details.
What's this final
What's
ritual?
final ritual all about?
This is the text I wrote down during my travels through England and France. You know, when you travel
France.
through the country, you can feel that many locals still believe in the old Celtic customs. A group of farmers in the south of England let me copy the inscriptions on a megalith that stands in a field there. They claim that there used to be a huge Druid temple close to their house, but there's nothing left of it now. Whatever. I managed to translate the text, at least in part.
Okay, Mr. Blake, please come to the point. What does it say?
It says that the last of the Druids saw the fall of their priesthood coming in the year 1000 AD. In the confusion surrounding the final destruction of the Order, a demonic superior Druid seized power, using his knowledge of Druid magic, not for the good of his people and to honor the gods, but to submit all of mankind
How come
to his rule.
they didn't
In
look
order
over
to
the
secure
subtitles to make sure it
survival of the
matched?
Druid's tradition, and to complete his devilish work, he organized a final ritual, transferring the knowledge and power of the last of the Druids to 5 infants. These infants have always been referred to as the inheritors.
Go on.
The inscription says that the ritual was not entirely completed. I've not yet been able to discover why. But from what I've learnt, the inheritors are strong and powerful enough to one day complete the ritual by themselves.
Okay.
What happened to the Druids after 1000 AD?
Well, that's a good question, Mr. Halligan. Scientists are still arguing on that point. Some suspect that many Druids simply became priests in the Christian church. After all, Christian priests took over the position in society that had formerly been reserved for the Druids. They simply changed their jobs.
And secretly continued their own religion?
That's not unlikely. They certainly influenced the Christian church. That we do know. Some experts believe that the Druids' order never ceased to exist. That's where the myth surrounding the final ritual comes in. It supposedly took place 1,000 years ago.
Right. What have these murders got to do with the myth?
Well, that's just it, Mr. Halligan. I haven't told you the whole story yet.
There's more?
Yes. The inscriptions explain that the Druids' inheritors require the life force of other people to complete the ritual.
I see. And how do they do that?
According to legend, the flesh has to be cut off the bones of living humans and to be eaten. Only then can their life force be transferred.
You mean the victims of these skeleton murders were practically eaten alive by cannibals?
By Druids, yes.
I don't believe it.
The worst is yet to come, Mr. Halligan.
What? What could possibly be worse than that?
If such skeletons have been found in London, bearing marks of a golden sickle, it can only mean one thing. The inheritors are preparing for the perfection of their final ritual.
Which means?
The myth says, once the ritual has been completed, the world will become a place governed by evil. Dark magic will be unleashed upon the world, and mankind will have but one choice: to obey or to die.
Great. And you really believe all that?
I believe it's possible. You know, Mr. Halligan,
Interesting.
I'm not a superstitious man, but I've spent enough time studying Druidism to know that more goes on between heaven and earth than we can possibly imagine.
I quite agree.
You see, and the skeletons that have been found within the past few months fit in perfectly with the Druids' sacrificial rites. The day of the ritual's perfection is drawing near. Of that I'm certain. What we're looking at right now is just the beginning. Before we're through, more people will die, and the inheritors will soon be strong enough.
What can we do about it?
Time is
Oh,
running
he's
out,
just
Mr. Halligan.
He's just going
You
along
must
with
find
this.
the inheritors and put them out of action.
That's an easy thing to say, but how can I?
There may be a way. During my latest research, I came across something very interesting. If the story I've heard is true, then there's a certain item that was extremely important for the ritual 1,000 years ago.
What is it?
A piece of jewelry mentioned in the old inscriptions. The Amulet of Transformation. You should try to gain
So you found the
possession
man
of
that
that
studies the
amulet.
Druids,
The
yeah.
Amulet of Transformation.
A lot of talking.
What's its purpose?
I don't know, Mr. Halligan. Nobody does. All I do know is that the myth says it's important for the completion of the ritual. If you find the amulet, you may be able to prevent the ritual.
How did you find out about the amulet?
Also,
My
you
work
missed
led to
when
the
they dropped a
discovery of
piano
connection
downstairs a few
between the
times.
Druids of Gaul and Britain. It seems there was a small group of British Druids who fled to France when the ritual failed.
What
France.
for?
I don't know. Maybe they wanted to save the amulet. I found out that a 13th century despotic French nobleman somehow gained possession of the amulet. I found a picture of him in an old archive.
Really? Let me see.
Oh, so which grandchild of yours did draw this, or save separately after leave this house?
Well, he doesn't look particularly friendly. Was he a druid?
Well, he must have had something to do with the Druids, but I really can't tell you how he gained possession of the amulet. However, he is the only clue that I can possibly give you as to the whereabouts of the amulet.
Yeah, we're not going to
suggest that you make
France.
your way to Carmore. With any luck, you may find more clues.
We're actually just
leading to
leaving the
amulet
country.
there.
All right, Mr. Blake. I'll get going immediately.
Take care of yourself, Mr. Halligan. Good luck.
I'll just save here. But why? Why not? Hydrate. Drink time. No. Down to Portsmouth.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
When are you leaving for Portsmouth?
In 2 hours. Are you coming?
No, I think I'll stay here for a bit.
Very well.
Just no fucking customs or anything? Okay, sure. The salt arc beginneth.
Good day to you, monsieur.
Shush, 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 silence.
Tell me, my good man, which way is the castle?
Castle? Oh, you mean the burnt down mound of rubble on the outskirts of the village, I suppose?
Yes, that's it.
What do you want to go there for? There's nothing to see there.
I just want to take a look around. So, which way do I go?
Oh, that's simple. Just follow the road through the village, past the crossroads, and straight ahead. Keep going for about 3 kilometers, and you can't miss it.
Have you ever heard of the Lord of the Castle of Carmore?
Yes, of course. My parents used to tell me about him in order to scare me when I wouldn't go to bed. For the children of Carmore, the Lord was a kind of bogeyman, you know. Our parents used to tell us horror stories about him.
What did they say?
That villagers used to vanish, that the Lord would catch and kill little children. They told me, Pierre, sleep now, or the Lord will come and get you.
Yeah, the Jesus will get you.
Yesterday.
So the castle burnt down, did it?
Yes, that's right. I think it happened in some war or other, or during the Inquisition. But that was hundreds of years ago.
He'll come and crucify you.
What do you know about the castle?
Not much. It's supposed to have belonged to a rich family around here many centuries ago. As a child, I used to play in the ruins with my friends, but it's not really safe to go walking around in the rubble.
Why is that?
It's in danger of collapsing, my friend. Anyway, it's pretty creepy out there, especially in the cemetery. There's not much left of the castle nowadays.
This place is very
Local
French.
farmers use the ruin as a quarry
Except for this
to
guy.
stones for their houses. There's just a few bits of rubble left, that's all.
Have you ever been to the castle as an adult?
Yes, a couple of times. We needed stones for our new stable. But I don't mind telling you, I wasn't too happy out there.
What do people believe would happen if the Lord came to get you?
You'd be killed and fed to the Lord's hounds. At least, that's what my parents told me.
That's not much of a bedtime story to tell a small boy.
True.
This music is not fitting
Kept away
at
from
all.
the castle after dark, believe me.
Was the Lord such an evil character then?
Oh, yes. So I've heard. They say he murdered his entire family. Not to mention
It's very
half the
funky,
household.
yeah.
He was a madman, but I don't remember many details of the old stories.
I have
Now to go now.
Good luck with your fishing.
Thank you, thank you.
A de chevaux. Probably the fisherman's.
The Citroen 2 CV.
Carmore. Picturesque little place.
Funky like Pilk. Band. That.
This must be
Carmore.
the castle. Or rather what's left of it. Pretty creepy. Looks like this used to be a tower, but it's collapsed. Looks like this used to be a tower, but it's collapsed.
That doesn't go, that leaves... Okay, I guess we just go in here then. No! Ew.
The ceiling of the tower has caved in.
Well, in I go, I suppose. Want a pizza burger instead? I don't want a combination of those two foods. That sounds like death on a plate. Okay, there's a tree here. Dr. Oetker once sold a pizza burger. Dr. Oetker was a madman. Alright, you can see I'm searching around my mouse for anything that's interactable. I know I can go out there. I don't see anything in here that's interactable. I can't go there. Basically, burger sliced in half, pizza on both sides, making you eat the whole thing like a burger. No thanks. Sorry, that's too rich for my blood. Okay, so that just goes there. Can I actually go over there, or is it just going to run to the edge of a thing and stop? Oh, no. Oh, there is a way over here. Stairs down.
A tower. This castle must have been a real fortress.
The chocolate pizza? Oh, I've heard of chocolate pizza, and I still consider it evidence that God doesn't exist.
This castle must have been a real fortress before it collapsed.
I still have stuff to do in the village?
It's locked. An iron gate.
Brazilian pizza crimes? Okay, well, let me just run back out to the village then, I suppose. The fish finger pizza? That is honestly more acceptable than burger pizza.
Carmore. Picturesque little place. Small sailing boats. There doesn't seem to be much of a fishing industry here anymore. Carmore. Picturesque little place. Hello, I'm back.
Damn quiet, I said. Are you trying to frighten the fish off?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I was miles away. I've had a look round the area. I've been to the ruin.
And? What do you think of our little village?
It's nice. But I've got a few more questions regarding our last tour.
Oh? Well, go ahead and ask. But please...
Quietly. Right?
Precisely, my friend. You learn quickly.
I'd like to speak to you about fishing.
What would you like to know?
I like your fishing rod. It's a beauty.
Yes, nice, isn't it? It's an enhanced fiberglass telescope, ultralight 47, the latest model.
Sometimes I dream about cheese.
What are you planning to catch?
You may not believe me, but I've caught all kinds of things here. You know, I've caught pike 5 meters long, with eyes like plates and razor-sharp teeth. That's why I bought this rod. The last one was pulled clean out of my hands by one of those beasts.
You expect me to believe that?
Of course, it's the truth. I swear it.
I cheese
even
3D
had some
printer.
photos of one of those fish.
There's a chocolate
I'm afraid
3D
I lost
printer.
them. They fell into the water. Right here.
And now there's not a shred of evidence to support your story. That is a pity.
Don't you believe me? Ask Capitaine Deneuve. He will confirm it. I often show him the fish that I catch.
Capitaine Deneuve? Who's that?
Oh, you don't know him? He captains the ferry that brought you here. He's over there, on board. He's experienced a lot in the
Cheese is not equal to chocolate. Oh, I know.
stories.
But there is a food 3D printer.
Oh?
But for chocolate.
What, for example?
You'll have to ask him that yourself. I never really listen properly when he starts spinning his yarns. He's bound to tell you a story or two. You just have to know how to deal with him.
Is he a very difficult man, then?
Well, he doesn't like strangers much. And he hates people talking about his job in the ferry company. He's a proud old man, you see, and stubborn.
I see. I'm used to people like that. I'll get on all right with them. I have to go. Good luck with your fishing.
Thank you, thank you.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
Do you know the castle of Carmore? I say.
I might.
Well, do you know the castle or don't you?
Halligan is sizing him up.
You're not being very talkative.
No.
Oh, well, thanks for the conversation.
You're welcome.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
How are you?
All right.
You're not being very talkative.
No.
Oh, well, thanks for the conversation.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Hello, I'm back.
Damn quiet.
Oh, I've had a...
And?
Quiet.
Uh,
I'd like to
nothing
speak-
new out of him, I think. Yeah.
What do you...
There's a
Wise.
any. There's not. There's.
I have...
Thank you.
Do I have to offer him?
I'd better not light that.
No. Would you like some apple juice,
That
sir?
won't help either.
No.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
Do you know I might... Well, you're not... Oh,
You well?
No, okay.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
Okay, what am I meant to do? Reload before I went to the ruins. And then do what?
Looks like this used to be a tower, but it's collapsed.
Okay. Let's go then.
Good day to you.
Shut.
It's me.
Oops.
Quiet, my. Oh yes. Well.
Not...
Aha.
No.
Very well.
Certainly. Tell me, my... Yeah,
What?
Oh,
Keep.
Nope.
Is it
Why?
any? There's not. There's.
So the...
Yes.
Have you...
Yeah. For the.
Nope.
Have you ever been...
I keep hitting escape too many times.
Believe would happen.
That's true. We kept.
What's the...
Oh.
I have...
Thank.
It's me, a...
Quiet, ma. Oh yeah. Well.
Not...
Aha.
No.
Very.
Certain.
Cuss?
Yes.
What do you...
I just...
Oh, keep...
Hmm.
What is it? Why?
Any...
I'm going through the same things again.
Yeah, what did that fate I remember?
Hmm.
I have...
Thank you.
Hello, Captain. How are you? Do you know I'm... You're not being... No.
Hmm.
Well... You're not... Oh, you...
This is the worst part of the game, by the way.
It's me.
Quite my... Oh, well.
Not...
No, very
Said.
Cuss.
Yes.
What do you want?
I just want to take it...
Oh, let's keep going.
So...
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the law?
Yes.
Softlock again. How? I went through his entire conversation tree. The fishing line, but there was no fishing line. You only get the fishing line after you go to the ruins, I think.
Good day to... Shh.
Oh, here
I
we
like
go.
your fit.
Yes.
Hmm.
Do you mind?
So I spent...
What do you...
that's...
You...
Of course. At least...
And that is...
Don't you ask...
Hmm.
Captain...
Oh, he's over...
Oh?
Okay.
I never... He's bound to...
Is...
Well, he's a...
I have...
Thank...
It's me.
Quite mad. Oh, yeah, well...
Not... No.
Very...
Said.
It's cut.
Yeah,
But...
I just...
Oh, keep going.
Okay, so I have it now, but that was weird.
Yeah.
What's the law?
Oh.
What?
You... That's not true. We kept...
So...
Yeah.
Is it what?
And there's not... There's...
I have...
Thank...
Game is bad with the whole scripting thing. Bugs.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
How are you?
All right.
Do you know the castle of Carmore?
The pizza gregor.
Well, do you know the castle or don't you? You're not being very talkative.
No.
When are you leaving for Portsmouth?
In 2 hours. Are you coming?
No, I think I'll stay here for a bit.
Very well.
Hello.
Hmm.
How are... Do you know...
I'm...
You're not... Oh.
Are you sure I was soft locked?
Mine. Oh, yeah, well...
And it's not just...
No,
Very...
certain. Tell me...
Cuss?
Yes.
What do you want?
I just...
Oh, keep...
Okay.
No.
Hmm. Right. Let's go again.
Hello, Cap. How are... You're not... Do you know...
I'm...
Well... You're not... No. Oh.
You...
What does the walkthrough say?
Good day to you.
Shush.
It's me.
Quiet, Mark. Oh, yeah, well...
Not...
No.
Very sad.
And now that's a soft lock out of that. Guess I need to be very specific. Okay, then I'm gonna need you to tell me exactly what I need to say. Because, dear God, why? I'm going to save here as 4. Oh, Mabel's playing Hunt. Okay, chat, we're in this together. Asti is going to guide us out of this mess. Start with the captain.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
Okay, what do you mean by start with the captain? Like, just go through everything with the captain first? All of his dialogue.
When are you leaving for Portsmouth?
In 2 hours.
No.
Very well.
Hello, Captain. Do you know the car? I said.
I might.
Well, do you know the... You're not being very talkative.
No.
Oh, well.
You're welcome.
Okay.
To you, monsieur.
Shush, shush, shush.
I like your fish. Or are there many fish here? Have you caught anything? Starting with the fishing line. Okay.
I like your fishing rod.
Yes, nice.
Could you give me one of your fish? Or... like, do I just...
Could you give me one of your fish?
On a normal day, I would, but I just haven't been able to catch enough today.
How many fish have you caught?
Well, not a single one, my friend.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, precisely. I must try to catch some now, otherwise I will have nothing to offer this evening.
You're planning to sell the fish?
No, no. I have visitors coming this evening, you understand?
I see. I suppose there's nothing doing then.
Sorry. Why don't you just buy a fishing rod of your own and come and join me? Who knows? If you're nice and quiet, you may be lucky.
Do you mind if I hold your fishing rod for a while?
Sorry, my friend. It was very expensive. I spent 800 francs on it, and I'm not...
before the euro.
Touch it.
What are you planning to catch?
You may not believe me, that's why I bought this rod.
Do you expect me to believe that?
Of course, I swear it. I even had some photos of one of those fish, but I'm afraid I lost them. They fell into the water, right here.
And now there's not a shred of evidence to support your story. That is a pity.
Don't you believe me? Ask Capitaine Deneuve. He will confirm it. I often show him the fish that I catch.
It still sounds rather fishy.
Still sounds rather fishy to me.
My friend, you came to speak to me, not the other way around. If you're not going to believe me, you may as well leave me alone. I don't have to talk to you, you see.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Okay. Thank you for your assistance.
No problem. You're welcome.
Then back to the captain.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
I think you shouldn't have said that. Nope, soft locked. So start with the captain.
Hello, Captain. Do you know... I say...
I might.
Well, You're not being very talkative.
No.
Oh, well, thanks for the conversation.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Good day to you, monsieur.
Shush!
I like it.
Yes, nice, isn't it?
Could you give me...
On a normal...
How many fish? That's not...
Yeah, precisely.
You're planning to sell the fish?
No, no. I have visitors coming this evening, you understand?
Fishing the Captain Nouveau when he says
I
it.
suppose
Okay.
there's nothing...
Sorry. Who knows? If you're nice...
Do you mind if...
Sorry, I spent 800...
What do you...
That's why I bought...
Do you expect...
Of course. I swear it. They fell in.
And now there's not. That is a pity.
Don't you believe me? Ask Capitaine Deneuve. He will confirm it. I often show him the fish that I catch.
Capitaine Deneuve? Who's that?
Okay.
Oh, you don't know him? He's over there, on board.
Oh?
You'll have to ask him that yourself. I never really listen properly when he starts spinning his yarns. He's bound to tell you a story or two. You just have to know how to deal with him.
Okay. What do I say here? Is he very difficult, or how to deal with him? What do you mean? So do I ask him how to actually talk to the captain? Thank you for your assistance. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do I? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How to deal with him.
How to deal with him? What do you mean?
Not so loud, please.
Because of the fish?
No, because of Capitaine Deneuve. He might hear us.
And?
Look, I'll tell you something. Deneuve's a bit strange. He insists on being addressed by his title. It's how do you call it? A peculiarity of his.
Oh? Why is that?
He's an old sea dog from a real old seafaring family. Some ancestor of his served in Napoleon's fleet. He himself used to go out to sea doing the real thing. Got a master's certificate and all that. Seen the world, so he says. These days he just captains the ferry. But he still insists on people using his title. He says his rank should still command people's respect.
Oh, well, if that's all, I don't mind. What do I have to call him, then?
Monsieur le Capitaine Charles Deneuve. That's his full title. He'll appreciate that.
Got it. Thanks for the hint.
Okay. Save. 5. That is goddamn infuriating. Anyways, let's talk to him.
Excuse me?
What?
You're Monsieur le Capitaine Charles Deneuve, aren't you?
Yes, that is correct, my boy. Charles Deneuve, Capitaine of the Merchant Navy of France. How do you know my name?
I've been talking to a friend of yours, the fisherman over there at the jetty.
Pierre? Ah, yes, old Pierre. I expect he has been telling you about his pike, the one that was 5 meters long.
Yes, he did. Pierre says you're from Carmore, like he is. Is that true?
Yes, that's right. I grew up here. As a youngster, I wanted to be a fisherman and used to work on my father's trawler. Later, I went to Naval College to become a captain of the Merchant Navy of France. I have a small house at the end of the road, just behind Francois' Bistro.
Tell me more about Pierre.
I meet him almost every day. He doesn't have much to do these days. Not since the fishing industry went down the drain.
So he's a fisherman, is he?
He used to have 3 trawlers and 5 employees. But nobody wants French fish anymore these days. They're too expensive. Now he spends his days sitting at the jetty, catching a few fish for himself and his friends to eat. They meet round at his place practically every evening and talk about old times, when they used to go out on their trawlers every day.
How long does he sit there fishing?
Until I come back with my last load of passengers. Since he's had that fishing rod, he sometimes sits there even longer. If I have time, we go over to Francois' place when I'm finished for the day.
Does he have anything better to do?
Doesn't he have anything better to do?
No, not much. None of the villagers here has much to do, since business is so bad nowadays. Pierre has a small farm which supplies him with all he needs. A few years back, he built himself a small stable next to his house, where he keeps a few animals. His life is rather boring, really. That's why he's always pleased when I tell him a few stories.
Thank you, Monsieur le Capitaine. You've been a great help.
You're welcome, my boy.
Monsieur le Capitaine?
What can I do for you?
I've got a few more questions concerning our last conversation.
All right. Ask me anything you like, my boy.
Pierre says you're from...
Yes, that's right. Later, I have...
Tell me more about Pierre.
Fuck.
So he's...
He used... Now, they meet...
Druid talk. I'm looking for Druid talk.
Until I come back with... Doesn't... No. A few... His...
Thank
you.
Monsieur le...
What can...
No.
What?
No offense. Monsieur le...
What can...
I've got a few... Pierre said,
Yes, later I have a small house.
Used to work
You
for the
used
Merchant
to work for
Navy.
the
There we
Merchant
go.
Navy?
Yes. I have been to practically every single port all over the world, from New York to Zanzibar, from Rotterdam to Cape Town. I have sailed all known and unknown oceans, rivers, backwaters, lakes, and canals. I have seen things no other man on earth has ever seen.
Sounds exciting.
Yes. But all that was a
Yes.
long time ago. In a few years' time, I shall retire and begin working on my memoirs.
That
Your
sounds interesting.
memoirs? That sounds interesting.
Oh, yes, my boy.
He sounds like
I've
George
seen a
Takei
lot,
when he
you
said
know.
that.
Disasters, storm tides, elements, mysteries.
Really?
Mysteries of the
Won't you
Druids.
tell me more?
I have seen ships disappear in the Bermuda Triangle. I saw the Prince of Egypt sink. I witnessed the accident of the Pride of Paris in Cape Town Harbor.
You were in all those places?
Of course. And that's not all. I have seen tsunamis 40 meters high and octopuses with 16 tentacles.
I thought octopuses only had 8 tentacles.
Like
Quite,
tears
my
in the
boy,
rain.
quite.
It's
I
not
have
quite
seen
Blade
things
Runner.
common landlubber. No offense, my boy.
Although I do have
Cannot
Blade
even
Runner
begin
as
to
an adventure
imagine
game on
octopuses
GOG
with
that we
twice
can
the
do.
normal number of tentacles. What do you say to that?
Well, that's quite incredible.
They remastered the Blade Runner adventure game, so that is something we can play. Next time we do the wheel.
What do you know about the Castle of Carmore?
The castle. The castle is shrouded in greater mystery than the darkest secrets I have ever experienced or heard of.
That's saying something.
Precisely, my boy. After all, I have seen and heard more than most mortals.
How come
could
the
ever
French
dream
people
of,
here don't stand
but
French?
None of it is as mysterious as the story
Is this
of
the
Castle
Picard
of
kind of
Carmore
French?
and its evil owner.
Tell me more about the castle.
The castle of Carmore was once the home of a good and righteous lord. Around 1000 AD, the Druids came there. You've heard of the Druids, I take it?
Oh, yes. Quite a lot, in fact. Go on. Where did these Druids come from?
They were the last of the Druids from Britain.
Really?
Yes, really, my boy.
Do you know why they came to the castle?
They entrusted the Lord and his family with the safekeeping of something of great value to them.
What was it?
Nobody ever
A
found
stack
out, my
of
boy.
Ram Ranch
All right, what happened
DVDs.
then?
The item remained in the family's possession for generations. But then the castle went to a descendant of the family.
To steal the
who
ship.
was not good and
Look
righteous,
at me, look at me.
cruel and mean.
I am the Druid
The
now.
evil Lord of Carmore.
Was that what he was called?
That's what he has been called for centuries. He was a tyrant and a murderer. He enjoyed killing and held satanic ceremonies at the castle. Villagers would disappear from Carmore and never be seen again. They say he was executed during the Inquisition.
What do you mean, they say? Was he or wasn't
Right,
he?
off to bed now. I'm going to bed soon as well. Thank you very much for the follow, Kara Shark. And I will be on tomorrow with more of this, if you are a boot. Probably after this conversation, I'm going to save an exit.
Came to the castle of Carmore and asked the evil lord for a drink of water. But the lord set his dogs on the man.
Go on.
Out of revenge for the lord's cruelty, Gergen hurled a handful of salt at the castle, which tumbled down immediately, burying the lord beneath it.
But why?
It's 1:45.
Druid curse.
That puts you in what time zone? That puts you, what? France-ish? Yeah, Central European.
The
Berlin.
salt cellar had
Ah,
knowledge
okay.
of Druid customs.
Well, he certainly knew how to use the magic that druids employed to deal with
Oh,
their enemies.
you're that Kara. Okay, yeah, sorry, I completely blanked.
How can salt destroy a whole castle?
Through the magic of the druids. Salt is a destructive element. It corrodes, it decomposes, it parches. It
Through
can
the
make
magic of the
people
druids.
die of thirst.
How do you know all this?
From age-old stories that people tell around here. Children heard them from their parents, who in turn had been told them by their own parents. They were handed down through the generations. Sometimes, people even come here from town. People like you, asking about the old stories. Writers, researchers, all sorts. We even had a real aristocrat here from England once. He was very interested in the castle.
Do you know his name?
No, I've forgotten. It was quite a while ago.
What did the man want?
He said he'd lost something out at the ruin. A necklace.
The
A
amulet.
family heirloom. It seems to have been very important to him. The 5 of them spent days searching the ruins.
5?
Yes, there were 5 of them. They rented rooms above the bistro. 5 bigwigs in smart suits. One even had a uniform on.
Did they find the necklace?
No, I don't think so. They left after a couple of days.
Interesting. So the evil lord died?
Yes. He's buried in the mausoleum in the castle
This
cemetery.
you can save and quit. Tomorrow you still need to do things this place into the ruins. Okay.
Thank you, Monsieur le Capitaine. You've been a great help.
You're welcome, my boy.
Okay. Save. 6. Save. My god. But we're getting through it. We're getting through it. But yes, thank you everyone for joining me. We will be continuing it tomorrow. Who do I want to do a raid on? Let's raid the Dalton. Are you enjoying it? I am. Getting over the humps of it, but I am. So thank you all very much. I will be, yes, back tomorrow, and I will see you then. Take care.